Good morning, everyone. How are you? Is everything okay? Good, good. It's good to hear it. Welcome back to the channel here at D Space 4 Space U, where the name is apt to change because I really don't like it. One day I'm going to change it. I just don't know when. But for now, let's get into this, shall we? Last night, I went to a very special, precious event. All right. But I did not take the Lord with me. Meaning, I did not even pray first. I did not even have on the full armor of God. Okay? And I thought that I didn't need it. I guess that's why I didn't pray. I guess that's why I didn't have on the full armor. Because, hey, maybe I felt like I didn't need it. Because, hey, why would I need it? It's all good, right? Well, when I got to the event, everything was kosher. The love was there. The environment was peaceful. You know, I had a twinge of discomfort because I'm just kind of like, I'm really not, I don't know. I think I just have like a people phobia in the first place, okay? Like, I just don't really know how to act. So I have to kind of like, you know what I'm saying? I'm probably even just weird, and hey, I mean, with both of my hands up. If that's what people think about me, that's fine, because, hey, I don't know them. They don't really know me. And you know what I'm saying? I'm feeling vibes that's kind of like messing up my flow a little bit. So a lot of times when I be feeling those vibes and I just really don't really know how to act, it's because there's something evil in the air and it's messing with me. And sure enough, there was a fiery dart when I wasn't paying attention, when I thought everything was looking good in the environment, when everybody had on their smiley faces and giving their warm, gentle, somewhat warm, gentle, but let's just say giving their hugs. How about that? Just say giving their hugs, all right? There was something going on in the spiritual realm that was messing me up, and I could not relax all the way. And sure enough, when I wasn't paying attention, the enemy was, woo, he had out his, what is that? Got his bow and arrow ready. He put his arrows on it, pulled back on that string, and waited for the perfect time. And I mean waited for the perfect time. And I mean was patient about it. And I'll tell you what, right at that perfect time, he reared back on that bow, and that bow pulled back on that arrow, let that bow string go, and bam! That arrow pierced my heart. And instantly stole my joy. And poof, it wasn't long before my pride stepped in. Attitude started, bad attitude, boo, bad attitude stepped in. But I played it off. I kept smiling. I kept hugging and all of that. But my heart was not smiling. My eyes might have been looking that way to my right, okay? But my heart was looking this way to my left, okay? And my smile would have been pretty much like this. But my heart was frowning, okay? my my voice was like kind of like pleasant, and I was laughing and all of that, but my heart was angry and bitter, and she was fussing and cursing, but nobody knew it but me and the Lord. All right, you know what? behind closed doors. Like I said, nobody knew it. I handled it well. But behind closed doors, my heart, my mind, and my spirit were all in sync, and together they were acting a fool. My mouth saying things I should not say. My heart feeling feelings I should not feel. My mind thinking thoughts that I should not think. And you know what? Who do I have to blame for it? You guessed it. Nobody but myself. And so I'm angry at myself. I'm disappointed at myself. And you know what's even worse than that? I disappointed Father God, who art in heaven. I disappointed him. I didn't disappoint him because he already knew what was going to happen from the day before I was even born. He already knew what the event was going to be like before I was even born, okay? Nevertheless, though, he showed me within a dream last night that he didn't appreciate. He didn't appreciate my behavior. Even though the only person that really knew what was going on was God and me. And I shared a little bit, with my husband about how I felt. So we were the only three that really knew what was going on. We were the only three. And my husband didn't even know until it was time for us to go and nobody else was around, But the Lord dealt with me according to my pride. So I'm so glad that in one of my other videos, I said, do I mess up? Yes. Do not put your faith in my dreams that I have, which most likely are from the Lord. Not all of them are from the Lord, but I'm not going to probably not even post the ones that are not from the Lord, but the ones where when I'm awakened out of my sleep and I know it's the Lord that did that for me, I will share those dreams, okay? But even with those dreams, don't put your faith in them, though, because I do make mistakes and I'm not a perfect person. So anyway, some people just don't like it when they think that you're happy. Some people just, you know what I'm saying, they probably just can't really handle the thought that maybe you're just doing good. Maybe you're advancing in life, and instead of showing you the support that you probably really, really need, because life is hard enough as it is, the struggle is real as it is. Instead of them offering you that kind of love and support, I guess, it makes them feel nice and strong and healthy when they can crush you and make you cry. And you know what I'm saying? Steal your joy and things of that nature. Anywho, like I said, my pride stepped in. And in the dream that I had last night, I'm just going to give just a little brief version of what I saw in the dream last night. I looked up in the sky and I saw this beautiful cross in the sky in my dream. It was such a beautiful cross. And I had just enough time to just look at it. And soon as I looked at it and I got the full details of what it looked like, a dark cloud covered it. It was just instantly covered it where I couldn't see it anymore. And I felt like right away when I woke up this morning, I felt like that was the Lord basically telling me he was hiding his face from the way I behaved last night. He just let me see it, but I felt like I didn't really deserve to see it. I got to see what I missed. That's why the clouds covered it real quick. I didn't deserve to see the cross. It was such a beautiful cross, but by the time I looked at it for about a second, the clouds covered it over. Like I said, I got to see what I missed because I didn't take God with me. Because I was being put to the test yesterday, and there were some instruments and tools there that were getting ready to be used by the enemy to drill my heart. But in order for me to pass the test, I was supposed to have had on the full armor of God, and I did not have it on. All right. So I woke up ashamed of myself this morning. I was guilty. I was mad at myself. I was disappointed in myself, because like I said, my mouth said things I should not say. My heart felt feelings I should not have felt. And my mind was thinking thoughts that I should not have thought. And the scary thing is, one of these days, because it is written, we are going to have to give an account for every for every idle word we speak. Those idle words, those words that when you get mad, bam, you done said something crazy. You done said something, you done crushed somebody with, you done destroyed or devoured somebody with your words. You know what I'm saying? With your words of hatred, your words of revenge, your words of, anything that is not of God. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to give an account of that as it is. And let me tell you something. I have said so many things throughout the years. Oh, Lord, I tell you, Jesus, I dread the moment when I have to give an account for every idle word that I have said. And I'm talking from my mom to my kids to the people in the just people that I've gotten into it with. And even things that I said that I did not say to them, but I said them. I put them out there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe just somewhere venting on my own, and I'm just saying things that I should not say. I dread the moment when I have to stand before God and give an account for every idle word that I have spoken throughout my lifetime, because there are many idle words, of destruction. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even of death. You know what I'm saying? So before I get into the scriptures that I want to read, I would like to just advise you all to just please be mindful of the words that you speak. I know sometimes the enemy comes at us and it makes us want to say things that we shouldn't say, and we feel all puffed up and we justify it because we just feel like, well, shoot, if you wouldn't have said that, I wouldn't have said this. If you didn't do this to me, I wouldn't have done that to you. But that's not how we are supposed to be. We are supposed to love our enemies, and we are supposed to pray for those who despitefully use us, okay? Because there's a lot of jealousy out there. You know what? The grass, for some reason, the grass always tends to look greener on the other side. Why is that? When there's beautiful grass everywhere, why does this grass that is manufactured by the same person that did the grass on the other side, why is this grass why is the grass on the other side always seems like it's greener than the grass on this side? You know why? Because we're never really satisfied. We want everything. We want all the friends. We want all the love. We want all the support. You know what I'm saying? And if we feel that you're getting a small portion of the love or a small portion of the support, then that's taken away from my portion. But there's enough love to go around. And I just saw a YouTuber today, and he said, the universe is full of abundance. Okay? God has a way of blessing each and every one of us. But why is it when the little people, and I mean the little people as in, the people that are, I don't know, we don't really have many friends. We probably don't even have any friends, we might not shop at Macy's. We shop at the thrift store. We might do our own hair because we ain't got it like that to go buy the hair, to go pay for other people to do our hair. I'm talking about little people like that. You know what I'm saying? The more humble people that's just kind of working with what they got to get the best that they can get, as much as they possibly can get with the little bit that they have. Why is it that the grass always seems to look greener on the other side? You know, somebody said something to me last night, and right away, instead of me just talking to the Lord silently, like, Lord, did you just hear? I mean, I don't even have to ask you, did you hear? You heard what I just heard. You felt how I felt in my heart when I heard it. Instead of just letting the Lord just show me, because he just used my eyes and just directed my head. He opened up my ears and let me hear, and he let me see with my eyes, okay? That the thing that was said to me by the one that said it to me, instead of letting the Lord just say, look, I'm showing you a snake. All right? I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something. I'm getting ready to let you hear something, because I'm getting ready to reveal something to you. I'm about to let you see something. You've been asking me, but I'm showing it to you right now, and I'm letting you see it, and I'm letting you hear it. But this is not for you to flip out. This is not for you to act a fool. This is not for you to go outside of my will. This is for me to strengthen you. This is for you to gain wisdom from what I'm trying to teach you. You know, this is to help you. This is just our little private little thing that me and you doing, meaning the Lord and me. He was showing me something. But you know, when he showed it to me, I saw exactly what he was showing me. I saw that I was looking at a snake. And when I say that, I mean that spiritually. I saw that I was looking at a snake. I heard that the snake is slithering around just like a snake does. I saw that. I saw that the snake was more into humiliating me and slithering around to get others to laugh at me. You know what I'm saying? I saw that. And I let it get under my skin. Yep, I let it happen. So, I just want to say, I messed up. And I'm mad at myself about it. And when the Lord shows you something, when he shows you, when he reveals things to you and shows you, it's not because he wants you to go off about it. When it comes to certain things, you know, and this was one of those things where he was just showing me, like, just be humble, just stay quiet. I'll tell you everything. Everything you asked for, everything you wanted to know, I'll tell you everything. But I gotta make sure that it's gonna stay between me and you. Or what else? What good is it gonna be with me revealing these things to you if you're just gonna go off and just not handle it accordingly? I gave you my word. The word is written in my holy Bible that I put out for you all to read. How come? What good is me sharing these things with you and revealing these things to you if you're not going to deal with it the way that I have instructed you to deal with them? Okay? So that's why I'm mad at myself. I'm not mad at the snake. I'm not mad at the snake. Because the snake was being used by the devil, and the snake was also being used by God to put me through the test. Okay? So I'm not mad at the snake, but I'm aware of the snake. And that snake didn't realize that it was looking like a snake, sounding like a snake, and exposing itself at the same time. And I guess the snake didn't realize that I was paying attention, or maybe they thought my brain wasn't functioning properly, or maybe it didn't even matter what I thought or felt. All right. There it is. Now, let me get into some scriptures, okay? I looked up some scriptures because I'm like, well, Lord, I done messed up. I done woke up sad and mad at myself. I done woke up guilty. I done woke up just all messed up. So I need to get back on track. And you know what's crazy? Because off and on today, and I don't know why, because this song was on my mind, and I don't know why it just kept being on my mind. It was so much on my mind, and it kept playing in my mind, and it was getting annoying. But maybe the Lord put it there. You know that song, "Jump, Jump, Jump to It," from back in the day. I think it was Natalie Cole that sang that song. I'm not really sure, but I felt like the Lord was saying, "Jump to it, then." You know what I'm saying? Don't just talk about it. Be about it. Jump back into my will. Don't linger outside of my will, because things can possibly get worse. What do you want my help or not? I mean, come on now. You keep asking me for my help. Do you want it or not? Okay, do you want it or not? I was around one of my family members, and he was like, "Do you want to make this money or not? Like, what? I mean, what? Do you want it or not? You want to make this money or not?" And I was feeling you on that tip too. But you know, I feel like the Lord is saying, you know, do you want my help or not? You know, what are you asking me for if you're not going to receive it? So if it sounds like I'm being snappy, it's not at you. It's about myself and how I am just so bitter and mad at myself. And I'm trying to overcome even bitterness toward myself, okay? Just listen to the word of the Lord. Listen to God when he speaks, because I'm telling you, I can't express it enough. He's only talking to you because he is sending you his help from on high. But if you're not going to listen, like I'm not listening, or like I wasn't listening, if you're not going to put on the full armor of God, then what is the purpose of even asking for God's help? Okay? He's not going to do it all. We do have a part that we have to do. You know? So, yeah. Let me put my glasses on. And it's funny because I told you that these glasses were my mom's glasses before she passed away. And my mom was blind. But every time she would put her glasses on, she'd be like, "Let me put my glasses on." And then she'd be like... And she managed to get them on. So, it's funny because I do the same thing. I'm struggling, too, trying to get my glasses on. So, all right. Now, I'm going to go to the scriptures that the Lord put on my heart. So I went to Proverbs 23 verses 31 and 32. If you have your King James Holy Bible, your King James Version Holy Bible, feel free to open it up and go to the chapter with me so that you can read it for yourself and learn it for yourself so that you can know it for yourself and share it with others. Okay, Proverbs 23 verses 31 and 32. Give me a second. Okay. "Look not thou upon the wine when it is red, when it giveth his color in the cup, when it moveth itself aright." You probably wondering, why do she read that? Like, that ain't even got nothing to do with what she's talking about. Well, you know what? Actually, it does. Let me tell you something. It's been 12 years on August 17, 2022 that the Lord has delivered me from drugs and alcohol. Drugs meaning marijuana and alcohol. That was just like my favorite. And you know, I used to be, you know, I've had surgery many times, you know, like on my neck and on my back. And so sometimes, which was probably a lot of times, I was also combining my pain medicine with the alcohol and with the weed. You know what I'm saying? And marijuana, whatever you want to call it, bug dust, whatever you want to call it. So, but like I said, it'll be 12 years on that day. But I have come across probably like about 3 or 4 years ago this sparkling cider called Sparkling Rosé, and I forgot who it's made by. But I've been drinking it from time to time. It's not every day. And just because I say it's not every day, trust me, I'm not justifying it, okay? But I learned that it ferments into 5% alcohol. Something about the sugar, it ferments, okay? So I had a glass of that last night. Now, verse 32 says, at the last it biteth like a serpent and stingeth like an adder. Boom, there it is. All right. I got bit by that little fermentation. All right. And even though other people couldn't really tell how I was feeling on the inside, yeah, when I got to a place where I knew nobody was looking, the real came out of me. The real emotions came out of me. All right. And it defiled me. Okay. And I don't have anybody to blame but myself. All right. So I just wanted to add that. That sparkling rosé and those sparkling ciders, let me pull this up into my face. Those sparkling ciders ferment into alcohol. And the bottles say they are non-alcohol. It's a non-alcohol beverage. But what they're not saying on the label is that it ferments into alcohol. Okay? And you will get a buzz, an alcohol buzz. So I'm here to tell you, I'm busting all y'all out. You know what I'm saying? I'm busting everybody out that's out here sipping on them fermentations, okay? Them wine, those I'm talking about those bottles of sparkling cider, okay? Yeah, they ferment. And so what you're doing is drinking wine. The kind of wine, like I said, like the Bible says, like not like I said, but like I just read in Proverbs 24 verse 31. Look not thou upon the wine when it is red, and it's like a little red kind of color to it. When it giveth his color in the cup, when it moveth itself aright, meaning when it's bubbly, when it moves, when the bubbles, you sit there and look at it yourself. Get you a bottle of it. Well, no, you don't even have to get you a bottle of it. Go look at one of the bottles in the store, at the grocery store, and you will see. If you maybe move the bottle a little bit, it might fizz up a little bit. But when you pour it in your cup, if you pour it in the cup, you will see that those bubbles, they move on their own. They don't need you to shake the cup. You know, that's what God says that He doesn't want us drinking that stuff, because basically it ferments into alcohol. Now, are we supposed to be drinking alcohol? I'm not going to sit here and say that we're not supposed to be drinking alcohol, because I've seen somewhere in the Bible where the Bible says for women not to be given to too much wine. I've seen in here in the Bible where it says something about when the Lord was talking to the people of Israel, you know, when it's some kind of jubilation. I can't remember exactly what it is, so don't quote me, and I'll have to really Google up where that's at, because I've only seen it once or twice. But it's saying, you know, when the Lord blesses us, when the Lord blesses the people of Israel with some particular season or sometime, I can't remember what it was. But you know what? Even when they can even give themselves to strong drink, and strong drink is considered the kind of drinks that have alcohol in it. Okay, but that's something that is for that one time a year, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess if you're interested in finding out where that's at, don't hesitate to Google it. But that's not why I'm here talking about this anyway. So. And my time is running out with my video. So let me go back to another one. So that was Proverbs 23 verses 31 and 32. Now Proverbs 24:10. I'm going to try to make this really quick. No. 11. I didn't mean to write 10. No, wait a minute. Did I? Okay, no, 11. Proverbs chapter 25, verse 11. A word fitly spoken is like apples of gold in pictures of silver. I say that because I was thinking about when I heard the serpent say something that was of like an insult to me / clowning me at the same time, you know, just stole my joy. Because that serpent didn't want to use a fitly word. It wanted to use a word. It wanted to say something to devour the sweetness in my heart. It wanted to say something to destroy my peace, to take off with my peace. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just wanted to read that to you. A fitly word, let me read it again. A word fitly spoken is like apples of gold and pictures of silver, precious, beautiful, outstanding. But, you know, that's not what I got last night. Okay, now, Proverbs 24, verses 15 and 16. Lay not wait, O wicked man, against the dwelling of the righteous. Spoil not his resting place. For a just man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. 15 is my favorite. Lay not wait, O wicked man, against the dwelling of the righteous. Spoil not his resting place. Like I said, the enemy found the tools that it needed, that it could use, and he reared back and he waited patiently for the right time, the perfect time to strike at me with the tools and the devices that he found that they was wide open for him to use. All right. And it spoiled my resting place because, I mean, like I said, I wasn't 100% comfortable, but I was comfortable enough to just, everything was still, it was still kosher. Because like I said, I have like a people phobia because I've been through a lot with different people and I kind of really don't know how to really act. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what people want. So, you know, I'm always trying to like either just be quiet because I really don't know what to say. And then sometimes when I'm talking, I'm not really being heard, or I'm just like a wannabe trying to get in where I don't fit in. You know, it's just hard for me. All right. It's just hard for me. It always has been. But, you know, but I love how I said I messed up, right? And I woke up, you know, feeling guilty and ashamed of myself because of what the Lord, he showed me that in that vision last night. It was just a brief portion of a vision, but it woke me up feeling like I know that was from the Lord. But for a just man, he falleth 7 times and riseth up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief. Okay? All you snakes out there, okay? All you're going to do is fall into mischief. You know, don't wait around to cause destruction to people because you're just going to fall into mischief. God's word is faithful and true. And he also says, touch not my anointing and do my prophets no harm. Am I anointed? Well, that's for God to decide. Am I a prophet? Well, that's for God to decide. That's not for me. Nevertheless, you don't know who's who. So it's just best to just be careful and use wisdom because God will avenge his people. He will avenge his children. And one thing you don't want is a problem from the Lord because he will give it to you and give it to you thoroughly. All right. But it won't be because he hates you. It will be because he loves you that much to try to chastise you, to get you back on the right track, you know, so that you will stop misbehaving and giving the enemy the right to use you. Because that's what it is. He's using you. He doesn't love you, but he loves to use you. Okay, Proverbs 25, verse 11. Oh, no, I already read that. Proverbs 28, verse 26. All right. He that is of a proud heart stirreth up strife, but he that putteth his trust in the Lord shall be made fat. I didn't put my trust in the Lord before I went. I didn't have on the full armor of God. I didn't even pray before I went. And I knew that the event was probably there was going to be a glitch in it somewhere. But for some reason, it just felt like, well, it's going to be all right. But no, that's how the enemy got me. And then my pride, my very own pride stirred up strife. Nobody knew it but me and God and my husband. You know what I'm saying? But, I didn't deal with it right. So, put on the full armor of God. All right, put on the full armor of God. If you don't know what it is, Google it. You know what I'm saying? Google it and then open up your King James Version Holy Bible and read it for yourself so that you can know it and let the Bible correct me for you so that you can know it for yourself and share it with others. I just have like two more. Proverbs 29 verse 6. Oh no, I got one more. 29 verse 27. No. 29 verse 27. An unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is abomination to the wicked. That's what all I needed to remember was that, you know what, when these fiery darts come at me, it's not because, it's not because of anything that I'm doing. Most likely it's because of what I'm not doing. All right? What I'm doing is staying humble, walking with the Lord, trusting in the Lord, letting him fight my battles for me, letting him defend me, But I didn't do that because I wasn't shielded like I needed to be. I didn't go to the Lord before I went, And he that is upright in the way is abomination to the wicked. So, the wicked love their own. They don't like the righteous. They hate the righteous. And the righteous, I don't know how to say this because I don't want to use the word hate. Hate is a strong word. You know how people say they take care of their own. The wicked, they're there for their own. The righteous are there for their own. Yet the wicked are trying to turn other people wicked. The righteous are trying to help get other people to turn to righteousness and give their hearts to Jesus Christ. Nevertheless, they are abomination to each other. And so I woke up feeling guilty and ashamed of myself because I did not take the Lord with me, and I did not read his word before I went, and I did not pray before I went. So there it is. Take heed, y'all. Till next time. I love you. Take care. Shalom.